Today, I want to talk to you about excuses. No, I'm not talking about the excuses that I made to myself when I woke up this morning after a not so hot night's sleep where I said, "Oh, I'm too tired to work out." Not those kind of excuses. I'm talking about the ones you don't even realize you're making.
Look at you now, you're alive.
So today we're talking about excuses. And like I said in the intro, we're not talking about the ones that we're all guilty of. The ones we know are excuses when we're making them. We're too tired. It's raining. I did that yesterday. Those obvious excuses, while they may hurt us or stop us from achieving our goals in the kind of speed that we could possibly be doing so, they're not really permanently hurting us because we're well aware of them. There's no way that you can make those excuses to yourself and not realize that it's an excuse. When you don't work out because you're too tired, you know it's an excuse. Your best friend, if you called her up and told her about it, she'd know it was an excuse. Your gym teacher from high school would know it was an excuse. No, what I'm talking about today are the ones we don't even realize are excuses. The ones that are getting in our way of this wonderful, shiny, amazing life that we're trying to lead. I'll tell you about my excuse and the reason why these types of excuses are so dangerous. So, I have two sons who are involved in a million different extracurricular activities. They're seniors in high school, and I'm both caught between letting them have freedom and clinging to them because I know that this is their leaving year. If you haven't heard that term and you have kids still in the home, it hurts when you hear that, the leaving year, the year they leave the nest. So when these kids have a request of me, I am quick to agree to it. Like if they say, "Mom, can you drive me here? Mom, can you get this for me for this such and such event?" I'm quick to do it because I'm thinking, they're leaving. This is our last couple of months together in this kind of capacity. So this has actually turned into a really detrimental excuse for me not meeting my writing goals every day and my need to get out there and to be doing my speaking engagements and things like that. I'm allowing what appears to be good mom activities to get in my way of the dreams and the goals that I have. Now, you might be listening to this and be like, "Well, of course, you're a mom first, the other stuff second." But here's the part about this excuse that is so detrimental. These boys really don't need me to do the things that I am jumping in there and asking. It doesn't have to be me who's doing it. Kids can get a ride from a buddy. There are a million different ways that two smart individuals can figure out how to get what they need without taking me away from my writing time. And I'm not blaming them because I realized something this week. I'm allowing myself to do this. I am jumping in so fast. If someone was watching me, someone who didn't know me, and they watched how quickly I shut my computer and ran out the door every time they asked me for something, they would realize that I'm not exactly treating my work like a real job right now. And it hit me. It's not that I don't love my work. I'm not looking for an excuse to put it down, but I'm acting like I am. I'm letting these other things get in my way of achieving my goals. And I placate myself with the idea of, "Oh, I'll just do this now, but I'll come back and I'll work later. I'll get those pages written later." We've all said that to ourselves. When I'm stuffing a giant jelly donut in my mouth, I'm like, "Oh, I'll work out later. I'll work out extra hard later." So the most detrimental types of excuses out there are the ones that we hide behind because we're afraid of the outcome. So in my own writing, for instance, If I don't publish my next book, no one can critique it. No one can give me a bad review. I don't have to feel uncomfortable talking about a particular topic or anything like that because I haven't written it, so it can't take me out of my comfort zone. So while I would tell anyone who is listening that, oh, I'm so busy with the kids, this is just an excuse for me not to do something hard. Don't get me wrong, motherhood is hard too. But the things that I'm allowing to get in my way, these excuses, I'm hiding behind the pink badge of motherhood here. Oh, I'm such a good mother. I'm doing all these things for my sons. Sure wish I had time to do things for myself. I do have time. You have time. We all have time. We're just choosing to use it differently. And if you are honest with yourself and you're admitting, okay, I'm choosing to do this for my sons because they're not going to be around much longer, that's different than me pretending like I have to do it. Like if I don't do it, it won't get done. I'm essential to this. I'm not essential to that. What I am essential to are the pages that I need to write. So if you kind of get what I'm talking about here, and you start looking at the excuses that you're making, the responsibilities that are masquerading as excuses, drop me a line, let me know. Is this something you're doing too? Because if we want to be in this amazing second act of our lives, if we want to transition to the kind of life we want to be living, whether that's a career, whether that's relationships, or whatever it is, if you have a goal out there that you're not getting to because you have responsibilities, then maybe you're not thinking creatively enough. I know that when I realized that my responsibilities were getting in my way, but that it was just an excuse that I was using, I realized I had to do something differently. And maybe you do too. Let me know.